So today I'm going to make a lemon chicken orzo soup. Because I am going to use what I have at home, I have frozen chicken, so I'm actually going to poach it in the broth that's going to be used for the soup eventually. So I put the frozen chicken in with the chicken broth, and now it's boiling. Once this is done, I'm going to shred it up, but you could definitely use pre-cooked chicken or even a roaster chicken from the food store. I love to utilize. So the chicken is done. I let it poach for about 15 minutes. Took it out, let it cool down, and shredded it with 2 forks. In another pot, I put a tablespoon of olive oil, the carrots cut up into small pieces, peeled, onion, and about 2 to 3 cloves of garlic minced. Just make sure you don't let the garlic burn. The onions got a little brown, but I just put the onion in for the last 2 minutes. This has been getting soft for about 8 minutes over low heat. Now I'm adding the broth back that I had boiled the chicken in, and it's 8 to 10 cups. So after the broth came to a simmer, you make it a boil and then turn it down a little bit to a simmer. I'm gonna add 1 cup of orzo. After the orzo has cooked and softened for maybe about 2 minutes, it's gonna continue to soften in the broth. I'm gonna add the chicken back. So this is the interesting part. Eggs actually go in this soup, so I'm going to mix the eggs and the lemon juice together and whisk that up. So we don't want the eggs to scramble when we put it back in the soup, so you're going to add a tiny bit of the actual warm broth. Actually, let it cool down a tiny bit. So I'm going to add the warmed egg mixture back a little bit at a time to the soup and stir it so that, again, it does not scramble the eggs. So you can see adding the egg mixture back made the soup very creamy without even adding any cream or dairy at all. So for the final touches, I'm going to add the salt, fresh black pepper, and again, I'm using kale instead of spinach. You don't have to put any type of greens if you don't want, but it's a nice way to get some in. So I cannot wait for my family to try this soup. It looks amazing.